Good evening to the fine people at Orstown University. I am Toguro Cruz.
And I'm Tina Montero Gutierrez, and this is a holiday edition of Live Bombs. Today's first destination, Pussycats. They have been roaming the campus, and we see no end to their shenanigans.
That is until the fine people at Kitty Kitchen have offered their services.
Aye, Kitty Kitchen?
No, not that type of kitchen, okay? No, these people take these kittens and they feed them back to super health.
So even though you might want to take one back home, remember, the dorms do not allow pussycats to roam the free hallways after dark.
And in other news, the holiday blues, you get the issue that no one likes you. Although you are possibly right, there is great news for you. The Orstown Health Society Institute is holding its free diagnostics treatment for depression and anxiety disorder this week at the campus health center.
So remember, you are not alone if you are down, depressed, anxious, or panicky.
Believe me, there are a bunch of other loons out there ready to meet up at the campus health center tomorrow at noon.
Well, the time has ticked away from this news brief.
For TNT, this has been your life's
Bomb.
Love the sensitivity, Toby.
Your sarcasm is detestable.
Delectable.
Same thing.
I'm actually trying to help people here, Toby. You know, 'tis the season of giving.
This is how we give, Gabby? Instagram or Insta-scan. Why filters make you look uglier to the opposite sex?
Doggy face anyone? And elote, a tasty delicacy or a terrorist threat to make us all fat? You decide.
I cannot believe you're moving my radio funding to you two.
I can. I mean, who listens to the radio anyway?
True that. The last time I listened to the radio was because my phone was in charge. I don't like listen to the same 5 songs every 15 minutes.
Okay, but you listen to fight songs on loop for 20 minutes before you guys air.
That's my spirit song, Mia. I need that to be me. And besides, I don't gotta listen to some old person, baggy clothes, gripping on a clipboard, taking notes from their superiors. No offense.
Here's your intern. Be nice to her.
Hey, wait. What intern?
You know, you're required to have a freshman intern on staff,
But,
no matter what you say, you're not getting added this year.
but,
Oh, they never seem mandate that a freshman shall go senior on staff, and since the only position left open,
but there's a reason why I don't have interns.
antisocial tendencies, yes, I know.
No! Do I need to remind you of the last intern we had? And what happened?
Look, you're getting one.
Look, I'll just go to the chancellor and she'll...
She said you're not getting added this year. Oh, and by the way, let me introduce you to your new intern, Darlene. This is Gabriella, so this is Gabby. This is Darlene Ridgemont.
Ridgemont?
As in Chancellor Ridgemont, have a good show tonight.
No speaking. I work alone.
And what are we, chopped tuna?
I've been running the station for 5 years, going on 6. I was going to be a mathematician. My dad was a mathematician, and so was my mother. But guess what? I found out that I hate math. Do you know how logical we have to be a mathematician? So in year 3, by a fluke, I was asked to be an intern for a radio show.
The Milton Dower Power Hour.
It was a call-in show to help students with their problems.
You may know her now as a call-in show with Jennifer T.
I had been working with equations all my life, and working on the show was the first time I actually felt like I solved a problem. It's funny how the world works. No logical reasoning whatsoever. Anyways, I changed my major, had to pick up some extra prereqs, did a semester 2 interning at some local stations, and here I am, 6 months before I graduate. I do not like brown nosers, caffeinated coffee, or Game of Thrones. So don't think about doing, drinking, or talking about any of those. And as a matter of fact, let's just keep the talking to a minimum. I don't offend you, and you don't offend me, and everything is roses. Okay? Okay.
What's the word?
A bitch?
What did you say?
You bitch, you know? Dorothy and Tito?
You mean Toto?
No, Toto's from the Lone Ranger.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
No, usted es tonto.
Gabby's really not that bad.
Yeah, she is.
She's a hard worker.
She doesn't have any fun.
Would you two give it any fun if you worked here 24/7?
I wouldn't be stupid enough to be here 24/7.
I am speaking of stupid.
That's Madison. That's all I really have to say about her.
Gabby, I got it. I finally got it. Today's not the day, Maddie.
When a story breaks like this, there is no other day than today.
I'm serious. I'm not in the mood to deal with you right now.
When are you ever in the mood? I've been at the station long enough, and you never use my stories.
I have my reasons.
She doesn't think I have what it takes to be a good reporter, but I do.
I just don't think you brought me a good story. That's all.
Which story hasn't been good?
All of them.
Boom.
Give me one example.
Let's start with, I don't know. The one where you reported that Chancellor Ridgemont was embezzling money from a state university to pay for a family vacation to Florida.
Do you have to start with that example?
Nancy Drew here thought it'd be wise to check on the Chancellor's finances when she came to this university because of a hunch she had. A hunch.
You see,
The hunch, of course, being the new Corvette mysteriously appearing in the Chancellor's driveway one morning.
Whoa, you're taking this way out of context.
Upon seeing this luxurious car appear seemingly out of nowhere, Nat Drudge over here thought, well, if this machine is here, what other lavish gifts could the Chancellor be hiding?
The way you're putting this is really unfair, Gabby.
No, what isn't fair, and for the purpose of the deposition, choose to remain completely in the dark about how you did it. Somehow got a hold of the Chancellor's and her husband's financial statements.
Investigative reporting needs investigation.
Yes, you little twit, it certainly does. And like I told you when you called me from the campus lockup, if you would have come to me first with this idiotic story, I would gladly share with you that the vet was her husband. Yes, the same husband who had finally retired after 30 plus years of public service for the county, city, and state. Yes, the same public official who leaves to me a pension, which would have straightened the city of Orangetown for the next 20 to 30 years of upwards of 100 grand plus a year, decided to take a morally priced used Corvette instead. A generous gesture from a generous family who's given a lot to the city. So yes, investigative reporting needs investigation.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm sorry for that?
And do you think it's a mere coincidence that as soon as your expose hits the proverbial fan, that all of a sudden my funding for the radio side of the station is completely gonzo? I mean, the only real section of the station that I've had an Arabian passport. And now it's all gone because of your stupid little story. A story that I've had to pay for the last year and a half. In my book, there's not enough times you can say you're sorry because it will never be enough. Take it! I gotta get a drink.
Hey, what's the deal with Gabby?
Madison, what'd you do now?
And that goes out to the lovely lady in Brody's Chem 101 class and the boys sits behind you. Your secret admirer thinks your hair grows all in fall while your body makes all the moves that turn gorgeous to men. And boy, does this dude have it bad for you, honey. And while this horn dog gets his moment in time, let's turn up the answer with this number. That was the lamest request I have ever heard. I mean, what kind of idiot denigrates himself for the slightest bit of female attention?
Come on, it might just work.
You really think you've got a chance with her?
Yeah, you mean share soda once.
Where at? The cafeteria?
I mean, kind of share soda.
How do you kind of share soda?
You see, I was just stumbling through the pod. She had been there in the soda. She left it.
Ew, you drank it?
I mean, your lips are not, you know what that means, right?
Backwash? Particles of food swishing around? I get too queasy for words.
So all these love dedications on there, she still hasn't turned around yet, Rube?
I'm afraid so. This last one really got my hips getting harder to make now.
I like the autumn fall line. It was good. But the body part stuff though.
Well, I gotta show her that I'm not the dumb poet. I'm a man too, you know?
Believe me, if she heard those things, she'd know.
Shut up.
Hey, when's the last day?
In about 7 hours.
Cowards.
What do you expect? Time changes, like Toby says. Who listens to the radio anymore?
A lot more people than you think.
According to the chances letter, not enough, no matter what our numbers are.
You and I both know this isn't about numbers. It never has been. I just thought with a little bit more time, she would have changed her mind.
She was publicly accused of misappropriating funds from a state university by a member of my staff. I'm lucky didn't get expelled as soon as it happened.
You didn't know what that idiot was up to. I mean, sometimes I look her straight in the face, and it's like no one's looking back at me. Sometimes I just want to punch the stupid out of her.
I know, Liv.
just don't understand what shutting down the radio station is going to prove.
Well, I do. We hurt her, her family, her reputation, and this is already hurting us back. I mean, heck, they even sent her niece to look in on us.
Are you serious?
Doesn't matter. And look, I get it. I'd be upset too if it happened to me, but under the guise of it all, she could just justify it by saying that the TV side's more profitable.
But the radio station still has several advertisers. What's going to happen to them?
You gotta ask yourself this. Why would you listen to a commercial when you can actually see a commercial?
You have to go ape for the deals at Hamburger Hut. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and monkey fries. Monkey fries.
¿Cuál idiota comería papas de chango? Whose butt has been in this mess? That person's yoga pants.
First off, if butt smelling isn't a pastime of yours, I'd like to keep that one to myself. Or make big money on the internet. There are weirdos who dig that kind of stuff.
Second off, if this is what the hamburger hut wants, then that's what it's gonna get. Now put that stupid mask on and finish this.
I wasn't talking to you, stalker. I was talking to La Jefa.
As for the monkey fries, it was a coffee that was sent over. She'll just do it. As for the monkey mess, who knows what that smell is? I've seen this mask on so many people over the years doing God knows what with it. Just don't open your mouth too wide. I just want to spend some quiet time in the hazmat ward. Tina, run it again.
And then I have this makeup blog. Well, it's not just so much makeup as it is, overall beauty, like hair and nails and facial resurfacing techniques. Geez, Darlene, you're so easy to talk to. It's almost like we're made from the same cloth, Did you get our stuff? Of course. Jenny T always delivers.
Talking about the food or the way in the dates?
How wouldn't you like to know?
And dear, there's not enough left in this world to swipe on TV.
Oh, that's so clever. Do you happen to be this clever when you're talking to your dream girl? Oh, wait. You wouldn't know. You're not man enough to talk to a woman standing 6 inches in front of you.
Well, I'm a man.
Physiologically, sure. But so are all the contestants on RuPaul's Drag Race. And I assure you that still, they're more of a man than you. Being a man is not this. It's this.
Dang, girlfriend, you got him.
I have to go pee.
Let him go. He'll be fine after a while.
That was the caffeinated one.
Yeah.
So we have a kale salad with balsamic dressing, skinless chicken breast, and a sparkling water. And a breakfast burger with double egg, double bacon, cheesy potatoes, a dollop of mayonnaise, a chocolate shake. And for dessert, would you like a Stanton? Where should I leave Rufus's food? Do I put it at a station?
No, leave it on my desk. After he finds his manhood, he'll be back in for his food. Besides, I figured since tonight is our last night, you might start your show a little early.
You mean I finally get 2 hours?
Let's be bold. Don't you have a broadcast to do in 10 minutes?
Tobias Rogelio Cruz is always ready for his close-up.
Oh, that's great. Then they'll catch that big wad of kale sticking out of that gap tooth of yours.
I feel meal.
Idiota. So, how's she been?
It's funny you ask. I tend to get preoccupied with myself. And then I start talking about my Instagram followers and my YouTube subscribers. Oh, and this philosophy major who's been hitting on me through Snapchat. And I realized I had not heard her say a thing. I mean, she's just so quiet. So I think to myself, what have I done wrong? She seemed totally fine when she was here, and when she got with me, she sometimes looked like she's speaking another language.
Nah.
Yeah. So I did all the normal checkups, breath, underarm, nether regions, and nothing. So there we were, sitting in the booth, waiting for our food, and I asked her point blank, "Are you a mute?"
Jenny, she's not
And
a...
then the answer came. I mean, she just looked at me. She didn't even realize that I said anything. She's deaf and she's mute. I could not believe it, Gabs. the incredible irony that they would put a deaf mute to work at a media station? I mean, come on, it's totally mind-blowing. Like,
No, I get it. You better get in there before the hour ends.
Merry holidays from your girl, Jennifer T. Here for your holiday edition of Callin' with Jennifer T. Love's got you down? Can't handle that pesky OCD roommate of yours who keeps tossing out the peanut butter jar because it's sell-by date expired? Don't know what gift to get your favorite Callin' host? Any crazy or pressing issue? We've got your answer right here. All you have to do is make the first move. Give us a call here at the studio at 555-4338. That's 555-GEN-T. Before we take our first caller for tonight, it is our last night on the radio, but do not fret, because as of tomorrow, we make a move over to the TV side. Tonight's show is sponsored by the college bookstore, OU Books. Let's take our first caller for tonight. Looks like we will be speaking with Jennifer. What a coinkydink.
Just look at the Twitter feed light up. Just for a call-in show with the girl with less answers than an empty fortune cookie.
Sometimes people need to hear that. It's gonna be okay. That whatever mess you're in, someone out there willing to listen. You know?
No, I don't.
Didn't think so. In 5, 4, 3.
Babies on drugs? That's right, Orstown. Does your 1-year-old have a coke addiction?
Dating apps, why do we have them? Do they really work? We have tested out the new side of the 2 ugliest people here on campus, and we have the results here, live.
And special guest tonight on TNT, Dakota Dalton Herrera, half white, 2/3 Hispanic, all immigrant. We talked to him about his new self-published book, I Suck in 2 Colors.
On, dynamite with TNT.
Boom. Tina, you've been going out on dates lately, haven't you?
I know. I'm too busy with me being me, you know? I gotta find out who I am before I let a boy try to woo me away with gifts and prizes.
Adios mio. Well, while you are trying to figure out who the heck you are, we have the dating app challenge with Fail and Fail, and we have the results here live.
Hey, I got some figures to run. You know where to find me. Hello? Hey, Mom. No, I'm fine. Yes, I'm sure. Good. There's a hotel you could book that's about 10 minutes away. Yeah, the ceremony should last a couple of hours, and then afterwards we go grab lunch at that cafe I told you about. Yeah. I wish he was gonna be here too. No, yeah, I know. But you can't hug the inside of your heart. I've tried. Huh? Nothing. No, I'm off shift tonight. Can I give you a call back tomorrow? I won't. Love you too. Bye.
5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you for joining us today, Dakota.
Happy to be here, Tina.
So I just got done reading your book, mijo, and tell me why don't all the people like you?
You know, I really can't say why. I mean, I'm pretty chill, bro.
Uh-huh. Now, which side of the family hates you the most? La razas or those crazy gringos?
You know, Tina, it's hard to say. Man, I feel like equally, both sides of my family don't take me seriously. I mean, one side of my family can barely spell Herrera, and the other side can barely say Dakota. I mean, bro, I'm just a chill dude munching my elote just like anyone else.
¿Qué?
What?
What did you just say?
I said, I feel like my family has a hard time with me and my name.
No, the important part. What do you mean, Ching?
Oh, you're talking about my elote.
¿Qué?
Elote, that's what we Latinos call.
No, Latinos call anything jolote.
No, man, you're tripping. It's like corn with cheese, mayonnaise, and hot sauce.
No, Dicoro, elote is what you just described. Jolote is a misbegotten love child of ice cream and bugs. Elote is a Mexican delicacy. No wonder why people don't like you here. Estados locos. Now go leave my steady mundani and go shove your lote down your Dakotas. We'll be right back with the cook babies.
Bro, that was so righteous.
Glad you had a good time. Can you wait in my office? I have some form for you to sign.
Sure, bro.
At least you didn't punch anybody today.
The show's not over yet, Gabby.
Look, I don't give a darn what you say or what you think, but I'm gonna say my piece. And if you want the story, fine. If not, I could care less. But I'm gonna have my say. I was the best run reporter in my high school paper. You told me you were homeschooled, you dork.
Oh, I was homeschooled once, but I got scared away.
That's true, but it didn't stop me from getting top prize in the county though, or regional runner-up a year later. And since this is your last night on the show, I have prepared this piece. Everything is fact-checked for accuracy, and the names only I know to protect them from what they're going through. It's told from a male's perspective because there are men out there that don't know what they're doing is wrong. I've been in touch with a couple girls on and off campus who shared their stories with me. I figured you could let me go on air with this in the last couple of minutes of the show. It's your call, but I really think it's worth being seen.
Oh man, my mom gives me that look when I've drank all the Sunny D.
Why are you here?
Can you sign some documents?
Yes. Give me a moment, Dakota. This deserves to be seen, Gabby, and I already have a copy ready to be sent to the local paper if I don't go on air with this. Someone needs to hear about what's going on this campus, and the local paper may or may not use it, but at least it'll be out there. They even called Jenny T's show asking about it. Look, tonight is the last night I have with my station. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Fine, but I'm going to prove to you I'm not the person you think I am.
Does that mean she's a dude?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you once again for joining us today.
And we'd like to thank the fat babies, ugly daters, and un idiota. Until we light up the fuse again, this is TNT saying, boom. Cut.
Well, that was interesting.
That's what we do here.
We don't have a production meeting tonight, do we? Because I'm so tired.
When do we ever not have a production meeting?
Look, maybe I want to do something else.
Que mentiras, you got a date tonight.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. And you want to know how I know? Because usually you come in and you smell like masa, but tonight you come in and you smell like floury masa.
I am offended.
By what?
I don't know, but usually what you say offends me. Look, 10 minutes and then.
Not tonight.
What?
No production meeting tonight.
But we always have.
Final word.
Ah, wonderful.
There is a God, and she's a woman. It could be worse.
When have you ever canceled a production meeting?
Well, you know what they say, never say never.
I expect that cliche talk from anyone in the studio but you.
Sometimes people change, not because they want to, but because they have to.
Gabby, I've known you for a long time, and you don't change. That is the one thing I like about you. When things are getting tough, you're the calm that rights the ship and says, get your panties out of a twist and get back to work. And it works. I mean, I once saw a Toby digging his underwear out of his crack after one of your speeches. Look, I know this is a hard thing to do, shuttering the radio side, but graduation's right around the corner, and you'll be out of here before you know it.
Sooner than you think.
What?
Nothing. Look, you guys are putting in a lot of work here at the station. Before embarking this new adventure tomorrow, why not get some rest? We're all gonna need it done.
I don't buy that.
Well, that's all I'm selling, so it's that or nothing at all. And since I'm your boss,
I'd say it's best if you listen. This conversation isn't over. Tomorrow.
So you think his brother's hotter than him?
Oh yeah, he is. He is so ripped. Sometimes I hang out the pool just so I can watch him sit there in the pool chair. His abs are so amazing.
Then, girl, why aren't you with him? I mean, what does his brother look like?
Yeah,
There must be something more if you're still with him.
well,
I knew it.
he got a job.
Okay, so this boy is treating you right, taking you out, buying you nice things, and just because he's not his brother and he doesn't have these washerboard abs, you want to be all in lust with this other boy.
You're making me sound bad.
No, honey, I'm not making you sound like anything. You're just realizing how bad you really are. I mean, we have to treat the guys that take care of us with more love, with more respect, and we need to make sure that... Girl, did you just send me this pic?
Uh-huh.
This is your boyfriend?
Uh-huh.
Well, juggling two men can be an exciting thing, and we will be talking more about it when we get back from this break.
Jeez, what the heck, man?
Look, I know I'm not supposed to talk,
Then keep it that way.
but why haven't you told anyone you got fired? Aunt Anna told me that tonight would be your last night.
Or at least somebody's doing some worthy investigating.
I replaced me.
That's funny, sad, but hilarious at the same time.
Let's just say that if it was up to me, I don't want this job.
Okay.
But it is what Aunt Anna wants, so I have to go home.
Should I even ask why?
Hey, where else would you go if you had a full ride waiting for you?
Are you smart, or did the chance have some kind of pull?
I'd like to say that it was a bit of both. I'll never really find out, and to be honest, I don't want to find out. What I do know, though, is that I'm here, and I'm going to make the best out of it.
Well, I wish you luck.
And I feel bad, Gabby. I really do.
It is what it is, right? I mean, I can't change what the Chancellor thinks of me.
No, I guess you're right.
I'd prefer you didn't tell them.
It wouldn't be my place to do so, and for tonight, your rules still apply. I'll be over here doing the death.
Gabby Summers sitting inside the box while Jennifer T takes care of some business outside the studio. Happy holidays from the crew of OU Radio and News Station. Before the break, we were talking to Marissa about why girls feel the pressure to go further with their dates than they're comfortable with. Caller Dave chimed in and told her she was being a female dog. Really progressive Dave. But by the lights on my board, it seems like many of you share Dave's opinion. As I quickly scan through the incoming calls, amen. A woman has finally gone through. Let's see what she has to say. This is Gabby Summers filling in for Jennifer T. What's on your mind? This is Calling with Jennifer T. Caller, are you there? Okay, sorry about that. We'll just go to the next. Okay, this is Gabby. What's on your mind?
You know what? I think I made the wrong call.
Oh, come on now. No one dials this number without meaning to. Look, we'll take it easy on you. Everyone has to first something, right?
I need help.
Caller? Hey, are you there?
That was a weird one tonight. But I guess when you're the only station of the college station of Orstown, everyone wants a moment in the atmosphere. Let's take another call.
Yeah, my name's Monica, and I have Professor Brody's Chem 101 class, and I think those poems by the Secret Admirer might be about me.
Oh, so you're the one whose body turns boys into men?
Ew, I guess.
Okay, what can we do for you tonight?
Yeah, I was wondering if you'd be able to tell me who this admirer is.
That it wouldn't be a secret anymore, right?
Well, I guess not, but my boyfriend is awfully mad that this guy's continually professing his love for me on air. He's getting a lot of trash talked about him by the other players on his team.
Oh, he plays by our Orstown Orbiters?
No, he's a top prospect in the country right now, Harris Arlington. He's considering flying here before the end of the year to interrogate the entire class and butcher the one guy who's doing this.
Well, Monica, I'm pretty sure that admirer is listening to the station right now, as we are the only college station of the college nation of Orstown. If your man is as bone-breakingly big as I imagine, your admirer would get the hit and leave you alone? You hear that, admirer?
God, I hope so. The last time he busted someone up, they had to put the poor guy back together again. Literally, I mean, his arm was...
Thank you for calling to call in with Jennifer T. Speaking of, Jen T is back. So my time here is almost coming to a close. But I'll take this one last call before I sign out for the night. So we go to you, caller. What's on your mind?
I called earlier.
The one with the hot brother of her boyfriend?
No.
Oh no, the one who thought she was gonna die because she ate a whole pack of sweet tarts. Somehow forgot about doing that, then doused it down with a half of a liter of Diet Sprite, making her esophagus spaz up a rainbow fruity colors.
No, not that one either.
Okay, remind me what you're calling about? Hello? I think I remember you now.
I tried to tell you that I needed help.
Well, that's why we're here. How can I help?
I want you to know that when I die tonight, it won't be my fault. And it won't be because of something I chose to do. It'll be because of...
Because of what?
I'm sorry. I have to go.
Hey, don't go. Hey! We'll be right back after work with the sponsor. What the hell was that?
Was that real?
All sources indicate it is.
Sounded kind of fake to me.
What did she say?
Something about her dying tonight and it's not going to be her fault. See, what would she mean by that?
I mean, you guys do know the rules.
Call campus security. Tell them we had another caller. Where's Darlene?
Oh, she's in the cafe. She's getting some food. I told her to stay and eat because she just sat there watching me. And I'm going to be honest, she's really weird. And she's not exactly a conversationalist, if you know what I mean.
But I mean, what kind of person would call a radio station for help? That's like calling Hamburger Hut for gourmet prime rib. It just shouldn't be done. Yeah. Does Darlene have a cell?
Come on, man. It's 2017. Everyone has a cell. Your nephew, he's 4 months. He has an iPhone.
What are you thinking?
Nothing. Then why that look?
What look?
The look like you just stepped on your grave.
I'm just hoping that I haven't. Hey, Darlene, a word, please? Darlene. Hey, can I talk to you for a moment? Been gone a while. Look, Jen's in the booth, Rufus is checking out some audio levels or something, and Liz into whatever alt rock sample we got from the record company. It's okay, no one can hear us. Okay. So there's a bit of weirdness that happened tonight. Oh yeah? Yep. Like what? Just a call. That's good. That's what you do around here, right? Yeah, but this call was not like the others. Oh yeah? Yeah. Is there something I can do for you? Did you do it? Do what? If you did it, ha, joking on me before I leave. I have no idea what you're talking about. Look, if you did it, no harm, no foul. I'll let it be. Just tell me you did. But if you did it and you don't tell me you did, there's nothing Aunt Anna will be able to do to keep me from making sure you don't do anything like this again. Are you threatening me? I'm just saying an inanimate fact.
Well, first off, don't tempt me. I can hold my own against anyone. And second, it's hilarious that you think I did something on your last night. I don't care what you and my aunt have going on, but I'm not her. I'm me. And you need to remember that.
Gabby, it's her.
Huh?
The girl.
What girl?
She talks. So, caller, the last time we had you on air, you told me that you wanted...
I told you, I don't know you.
Yes, I know. You said you wanted to speak to Gabby?
Yeah. Can you make that happen? Or are you like the production assistant?
Excuse me? This is my show. I'm Jennifer T.
Well, you're not the one I want to talk to.
You were speaking to our production assistant?
She's the only one I want to talk to.
Yeah, well, see, I don't know if we'll be...
I'll hang up.
Okay, but before we do, we have a message from our friends down at the Hamburger Hut with their new Jungle Burger and Monkey Fries. Good enough for the king of the jungle? Good enough for you. We'll be right back.
Let me have the headset.
What are you gonna do?
Talk to her. There isn't anything else I can do, right?
Well, we could call the cops, but you know, like the real police, not Ernesto and Hiram.
And what? Tell them that we have someone who might be in danger, who have no idea who they are, or where they're calling from.
Don't they have people to find that out? I see it on cop shows all the time.
You're a small college radio. CSI team is 2 hallways over.
I knew those shows weren't real. Cops are never that hot in real life.
Look, I'll keep her in the line as long as I can to get what we need to. Rufus, call the cops, just in case this isn't occurring.
Yeah, got it.
Welcome back. Sitting here trying this segment, I'm Gabby Summers with our caller. Caller, can I get your name?
No.
Oh, come on, caller. You called in. You know the rules. You gotta at least give me that. Holy crap.
That didn't go like I expected it to.
Well, Gabby doesn't have a soothing voice like I do.
You heard the caller. She wanted to talk to her and no one else.
Caller, I know you're listening. Give us a call back. Our lines are open.
Doesn't look like she's talking to anyone now, does it?
Okay, I got a caller on the line. Let's see who you're talking to. Caller? Caller, I'm here. What's your name, caller?
Sydney. My name's Sydney.
Jen, look at the database and see if you can track the name Sydney. Darlene, tweet out the name and see if we can get any hits online. Maybe she doesn't even go here, but if we tweet out her name with what she said, maybe we can get a hit online. Rufus?
I'm checking the call ID, and I'm trying to trace its origin, and then cross-reference that data with the emergency contacts within the university database. What? I watch cop shows.
Get on it. So the last time we talked, you had me scared there for a moment.
Yeah, me too.
You have a very soothing voice, though.
Thank you. Not a lot of people get to hear me talk.
You're welcome. So, what can I do for you tonight, Sydney?
I just wanted to say goodbye.
Say goodbye to who?
To you.
That's nice, Sydney, but I don't know why you want to say goodbye to me.
You're the one who told me not to do it.
Was that a good thing?
It would have been if I'd listened to you.
Okay, Sydney, refresh my memory. I'm in my late 20s, and everything goes to hell in your late 20s, including your memory. What did I tell you not to do?
You're the one who told me not to go out with him.
Who did I tell you not to go out with?
I was 17, and it was the first time I'd heard myself out of my own head. My parents never really liked electronics or anything like that, so just being here out on my own was the first time I heard my own radio that didn't just spout out the weather report.
She's called before.
See if we can pull up the old shows. Maybe there's something she said in the past ones. I'll get Gabby to give us more information.
Got it.
It was also the first time I'd spoken to a celebrity.
Oh, cool. Who'd you talk to?
I'm talking about you.
Me? I'm not a celebrity, Sydney.
To a girl from Montana out here in California. You were my first and, unfortunately, only celebrity.
I'm sorry.
But that's not why I called. I had a problem. And Mama always said that.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Oh, come on. One of you guys are thinking about it, right? You? No? You guys suck.
She said that boys were sneaky. That all they wanted was between the scenes. I didn't quite know what she meant until I met him.
Met who?
It's not important to my story. Not anymore.
What do you mean?
I called and I told you about him. The way he looked at me, the way he opened the door for me. I told you what Mama said, and I told you he wasn't like that, like all the other boys that run around this campus. He looked at me as if time stopped and would gaze into my eyes.
Oh, that was good. Hey, Rufus. Maybe you should have had her write some of your inadequate poems, and then maybe that Monica girl would have left the hope for you.
He sounds like quite a catch, Sydney. I wonder though, if he sounds so good now, why would I have told you what I told you? Sydney?
There was something else I told you. I couldn't tell Mama. I couldn't even tell her I was seeing a boy, let alone what I told you. But
what is it?
Did we miss anything?
Ah, you're such a drama queen.
If the tiara fits, sweetheart.
What are you guys doing here?
I has to go pick this one up because her date didn't show.
I had told you it wasn't a date.
Boy, girl, restaurant. Honey, if it ain't a date, I don't know what it is.
Look, we heard what was going on, so we thought you guys might have needed us for something. And Tim?
Look, bro, I was down in the lobby, so there's like coconut juice, transcended them all. These two sabes can bar in it.
Google, please translate him.
Look, we can leave.
No, you actually might be some help. Ask Jen to see if there's anything you can help with.
Boom! Let's go, chica. You too, cutie.
he said it was an accident. And it was. I moved into his space while he was turning and I was just trying to hug him.
He hit you.
But it was an accident. I swear. I could have sworn it was.
And I told you to ditch him, didn't I?
It was the best piece of advice anyone could have given me.
And you did, right? You're calling to thank me for that piece of advice that you followed, right?
That night, he took me out to eat. To the Palacio de Oro on the hill.
Ooh, he's got some money on him.
Ah, it's always about the money with you.
If you ain't got it, then you can't spend it.
So true, bro.
Ooh, my nails, you know.
I thought to myself, how can I do this to him? I mean, this place is so expensive. I knew he didn't have a lot of money, and I knew this place would sure put a large dent in his wallet. And we were just sitting at the table, and he was bawling. And I'd never seen a boy do that before. I mean, what he'd done, he was actually sorry for it.
Okay, what happened?
I didn't break it off with him.
Oh, Sydney, anytime a man touches a woman, it's wrong. Your mama surely believes in that.
That's just it. Mama never said anything when Daryl went at her.
Idiots. Men who do this are not well, Sydney. There's no need for physical violence.
I don't need a lecture. I didn't call in to hear a public service announcement.
No, you do need to hear something though. Maybe hearing it again from me might help you on later in your life. Did I say something funny?
Talk like I have a life left.
What does that mean?
After that night, we got back together. And it was great for a year. Everything it's supposed to be. He brought me flowers and chocolates and his smile. God, I love his smile. And then one night we were at his house. We were just sitting on the couch watching TV. I mean, we'd literally done that hundreds of times. And he brought up my chin to meet his lips and we kissed. Except this kiss wasn't like the soft ones we usually share. There was a coldness to it, a roughness. And I pulled back a little bit. His lips just followed mine. And the further back I went, the harder his pursuit was. I finally got off the couch and slapped him. Kind of, to wake him up from his trance. He bled from the corner of his lip. And he just smiled at me. He came towards me. He grabbed me by the back of my head.
You gotta call the police again. This is way beyond us right now.
I'm doing the best that I can.
Well, do it faster. What you described was...
I know what it was, but they said that until we have more concrete evidence, they can't do anything.
Then find it.
I'm trying.
Sweetie, it's okay. I'm here. We're all here to help you.
It's too late for that. It's been going on for years. The punches, the slaps. Don't you see? I've made my bad choices, and tonight, I'm gonna pay for them.
You said something like that earlier, Sydney. What did you mean by that?
I'm not gonna say.
You called me, remember, Sydney? You called me.
I called you because I knew tonight was gonna be the station's last night. And I just wanted to thank you for trying to save me all those years ago.
But you're still alive, sweetie. You can get help.
Last night, I heard someone say it was your last night on air. And it just brought back such a flood of pain. All that time that I wasted on him and his lies. All that time that I spent in bed wrapped with bruises and shame. I got back to my apartment and I saw a shell of the person I used to be. Mama passed 2 years back. And even then when I got to visit her, she said that I changed, that I wasn't her little girl anymore. I thought it was just that I was getting older, but looking in the mirror yesterday, I knew it was because I had lost a little piece of my soul. Every hit, every violation. And as I stood there, eyes red from the tears, I called him, and I told him it was finally over.
Thank God, Sydney.
I did thank God when I heard those words pour out of my mouth, telling him that I was not his slave anymore, that I was not his thing. He could do whatever he wanted to. I felt the happiest I felt in years. Except, I think God might have been busy yesterday.
Why do you say that, Sid?
Because he told me that I was never gonna leave him, that no matter what, he and I would never be apart.
Those are just words, Sydney. Tell me where you're at. We'll send somebody down to help you out. We'll call the police.
I've got it taken care of, Gabby. For the first time in a really long time, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Tonight, when he shows up, and he will show up, if anything I've learned is that he does what he wants no matter what I say. But when he does, he'll knock. And I'll tell him to leave. And once again, he'll just knock louder. And I'll tell him to leave. But as my poor door jam can attest to, he'll begin to shoulder his way through breaking the door down. And I'll calmly tell him to leave. And as many nights and many ripped pieces of clothing can verify, he won't take no for an answer. And then I'll raise the gun that I bought, aim it directly where a heart should have been placed in him, and fire. And after that, then there's only going to be one bullet left. I'm sorry, I have a guest. Sorry I let you down.
Don't you dare get off this phone.
It's too late. 4 years too late for me, I guess.
Sydney!
We know, so he doesn't know how to tell the time.
The big hand is for the minute. Wait. Your watch is analog. You don't even have a stick.
This isn't analog. This is my arm.
Is it physically painful being you? Seriously.
Why can't the police use any more help?
I told you, campus security has been on this. There are 2 people on this campus named Sydney, and one of them is a guy.
And the other's studying abroad. She's in Israel right now. You just checked up on her.
And the police has a number, so...
Whoever this is, they're using a fake name.
What are the chances that this is fake?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Leave it up to a guy to think that women make this type of garbage up.
Look, first off, if this were fake, the girl would still need our help, but for a completely different reason. This is nothing to joke about. And second, if this is real, and you don't help,
Why is she taking this so seriously?
For your information,
It's not for us to say.
it happened to me. Just like this girl calling in. I had a boyfriend and I'd say no. He did what he wanted and no one cared. I was his girlfriend. His property, like he would tell his friends, but when I tried to tell people, they would look at me as if it was my fault. Like if I wanted this to happen.
No means no, no matter what.
I didn't get past that secret adoration phase.
That's just it. People say don't look at me when it's happening all around us for no reason other than we look the other way.
Look, we can wax the philosophical later. This is about Sydney. Whoever she is.
Maybe you should take some more calls.
What?
Maybe the people on the line know her or can help us or the police find her.
You know, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Lose or lose.
Keep checking. Darlene, anything online? We are back. Still trying to get a hold of Sydney. If you know this girl, please call 911 or the station so we can get some help out for her. Let's take a call.
Ew, I'm Mandy, and a boy looked at me wrong. I'm calling the police.
Next caller.
This girl knows what she's doing. And if she follows through with her plan, she trades being the victim for being the murderer.
Let's take another call.
Yeah, I'm calling about that girl you have on the phone.
Yes.
I know her.
You do?
Yeah, and I think something's wrong with her.
Can you tell me where she's at so we can send some help over?
Yeah,
Where is she?
she's right here.
Sydney?
I'm so drunk.
Do you think this is a joke? Are all of you so insensitive that you think people's pain is for your own enjoyment? You people are sick, you hear me, sick jerks? I'm done. I hate people. Why are people so cruel? Why are Here's some cash, take her down and get her some dinner.
Oh, can I get a glass of coconut juice, please?
Can you come get it yourself?
And get us some coffee. I think we all need.
You'll be okay, Daddy.
What do we do?
I mean, we can go back in, take some calls off air, find what we need to.
We can't be off air too long, though.
Why not?
If people think we've gone off air, they stop listening. If they stop listening, people forget about what is going on. I've been watching the feed all night, and activity slows when we're playing music. They want to find out about this as much as we do.
Yeah, but only for their entertainment.
Maybe. But maybe there is another Sydney out there, listening to how we handle this, and maybe this is her workbook on her way out of the mess.
Okay, give me a second, I'll go on.
We don't have a sec.
My nether regions beg to differ. With 4 cups of coffee in me, I'll need more than a second.
Ew, she just talked about BB in front of me. I'm offended.
Offended about what?
Why didn't I get 4 cups of coffee?
Go, you two.
Huh?
Jess?
You're going on.
Oh no, we don't do that.
Oh yes, you are.
See this? This is for this, not for that.
And besides, people can understand his accent.
And you should talk.
I don't have an accent.
Adios mío, Sofia Vergara wouldn't even understand you with subtitles.
Go in now.
¿De quién es ella? Fine.
Yes,
Hello, radios people, it's TNT.
Boom.
Just because we are on the radio doesn't mean we cannot boom at the same time, you know?
I'm sorry, it's just so smart in here like in your apartment.
Excuse me, my apartment is fine, thank you very much. Just because I don't live with my 4 sisters doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me.
Don't you be talking about my sisters like that.
Jess, we should be taking phone calls. See, let's take this one.
Hello, why'd you call me?
Hello, what happened to the other girl?
We don't know, do you know?
What happened to the girl that called in?
If we knew, we wouldn't be here on the radio. This face is too good looking for the radio.
Ay, muchacho, why every time you talk has to be about your face or the way you look? You're not even all that.
Girlfriend, you're just jealous that my sign says wrong way.
I wouldn't even drive down your street.
Oh yeah, you would. Drive down, park, and foggy up the windows.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next telephone. Hello? Why'd you call me? Hello?
Hi, is Gabby there?
Why do you sound familiar?
Is she there or not?
Don't be rude with me, Miss Stain.
He's just trying to do his job. Badly. But he's trying to do it.
Well, maybe it's just best if I don't call again.
Again?
Oh, idiota, it's her, the Australia girl.
Australian?
See, Sydney, Australia, read a book.
She's not here right now, but Toby here will go find her.
Why do I have to go get her? I don't even have my ear thingies.
Ay, go, chico. Are you okay, mija?
For now.
We got so scared when they were knocking on your door.
Yeah, it was just the landlady on her way up to bingo. And she said that my check was over $50. I just didn't want to tell her that it was for the clean deposit for when something happened later.
Look, you don't have to kill him. Put his behind in jail. Trust me, he'll make plenty of friends in there.
It's not that easy.
Ay, Gabby's here. Hold on, mija.
Hey, Sid.
Hey guys, long time.
Is everything okay?
For now.
You can't do what you're gonna do.
I have to, Gabby.
You tell me where you're at, and the police are there in minutes. We've been in contact with them all night trying to find you, and I know you're smart because the phone you're using is not only a burner phone, but you've rendered through a number of information calls along with a couple VOIPs. You really don't want to be found because you want to kill him.
What's wrong with that?
Because it's not the right way to do it. He needs to pay for what he's done to you.
Taking his life isn't payment enough?
Not when it takes your life as well, and that's what it will exactly be doing. In the best case scenario, you take his life and spare your own. You'll be arrested, thrown in jail forever? Is that what you really want? To be his prisoner for the rest of your life?
You don't understand what he took from me.
I do, Sid, more than anyone. When it happened to me, I went to two people I thought would understand. I thought the two people I knew to be the most rational would understand that it wasn't my fault. I mean, they're mathematicians, for God's sakes. They are the logical step-taking fools, and they blame me for it. They said it was my fault, and I put myself in that situation. I told them it didn't matter what situation I was in, that no boy, no man, or woman should violate another person with words or actions. And they blamed me, and they grounded me. Didn't say one word about that jerk. Took away my phone, my car, and made me feel like I'm the one who grabbed me by my arms in that small car on the country road that night. I went to the police, and they said it was a he said, she said type of deal.
Do you still?
But the thing is, Sydney, I chose not to give in to that hate that he obviously had. If I'd given in to those helpful feelings that we had, I'd be in jail. Or worse. And that's what I'm trying to save you from. That pain.
Do you still talk to your parents after what happened?
Yes, but it's not the same. My dad died not that long ago, and he had the come to Jesus moment and told me he was sorry for what had happened. But I guess when you're faced with your mortality, it's easier to get your perspective on things. My mom, we talk, but it's not the same. We don't hang out like a mother-daughter should. When she looks at me, sometimes I can still catch that bitter disappointment in her eyes that she had the same night when I told her. Sometimes I wish I would actually tell her.
All it does is cause pain.
But that's what I didn't understand then, what I do now. Yes, it causes pain. You ever bike?
I'm from Montana. It's part of the course.
Okay, do you ever just eat it and jack up your knee?
If I had a nickel for every time.
Stung pretty bad. Had bad knee pain for a while.
Especially after the first shower.
Definitely. But after that pain, the pain slowly, day by day, goes away. And sometimes, like me, you're left with a scar. Sometimes people can see it, and other times it's been covered by other scars in life. But it's still there. But it's gotten better over time. And that's how I look at my situation. It won't ever go away. The pain I had when it happened, how my parents reacted, it's still there. But the skin has grown over it, making it a bit stronger. Just like me.
Not like you, though.
Gosh, I hope not, Sid. You're better than me. You're willing to ask for help, and there's someone out there willing to listen. You have a whole station, and some random guy here willing to help you.
Look, what you've done for yourself is great. And I really wish that I was as strong as you. But if I call the cops and they don't get him, he'll come for me. And I've been close to death before. All he's done when the doctors leave the room is say that we better not forget what he's capable of. If I call the police and they don't get him, it won't be his ending. It'll be my ending. He doesn't care. He'll be happy to go to jail just as long as I'm not with anyone else.
Hey, Mary. I need to talk to Gabby.
She's kind of busy.
I know that, but this will help her. Can't you go on break?
We'll lose a caller. I'm afraid we can't do that.
We lose either way. I put you on hold, would you stay on?
Why would you do that?
There's something wrong with the engineering booth, and they asked me to help on it.
What is it?
The engineering booth? It's a room with a bunch of wires and electronics, but that's not important right now.
No, I mean, what's wrong with the booth?
The coaxial mode is not corresponding with the RF feed of the transpondence diode. I can't lie. I gotta take a coffee poo. Can't hold it in.
Honesty is refreshing, if disgusting at the same time. I'll hold.
Okay, listeners, now you know all of my business. We'll be right back after this break. This better be good. I got her address.
How does someone like you cop her address?
I interviewed her 3 months ago.
What?
Yeah, what? This is the story I gave you today, the one you didn't want. I knew you didn't actually read it because if you did, you would have called me.
And you're just now telling us this.
Well, unlike you all, I spend my time listening to the station. But the time I do, I hear Sydney's stories. The whole Mama in Montana thing, this is the type of abuse that people just sweep under the rug. And that night, at the campus lockup, I heard a couple guys talking about how they just done it at a frat party. And they used to do in high school when girls had too much to drink or smoke.
You're the one that broke into Chancellor's Richmond's account?
Yeah?
The one who said that a river of dirty funds made their way into the cleanest house of the community?
Yeah, who are you again?
Madison,
What?
Darlene Ridgemont, Chancellor's niece.
Oh, well, I can't continue. Well, these guys were picked up for tattooing this poor girl and I asked them a couple questions.
That's Sydney.
Her name is Megan, and she lives up near Peakway. Oh my gosh, that's a 20-minute drive from here. I know, I called the cops 10 minutes ago when I got the gist of what was going on here. But we need to hold her for another 10 minutes, because if we don't, and that guy comes in,
She'll lose it all.
go!
Welcome back. We've been talking to a very special guest. A blast from the past, you might say. Sydney, you're on the air. Sydney, are you there? Sydney, it's me, Gabby. Hey, are you there?
What's going on?
Check the connection.
Hey, Sydney, there's a call on the line. It's the same line Sydney was on earlier.
Hey, girl, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna keep talking, okay? Until I get a dial tone knowing that we're off with one another, I'm gonna keep it going here on my end.
How long before the police get there?
Campus relay says 12 minutes.
Listen, I know it's been a long night. It's been a long night here for the both of us. But you've gotta hang in there, do you hear me? You just gotta hang in there. Not just for me or for you. You gotta do this for all those girls out there who are listening right now. Every girl out there whose story is the same as ours, but who doesn't have that person they can confide in. You gotta do this for the future you can have. The one that doesn't involve any of this garbage. The future with no more pain, no more fear. The future you dreamt of having coming here from Montana 4 years ago. You gotta keep that hope alive for all those girls listening, tweeting, snapping what's going on here right now.
11 minutes.
Please, Sydney, talk to me. Sydney, please.
You're back. I'm sorry. Poo break sounded good. And the last time we talked, it just took so long. I figured I had enough time.
Who am I to tell a person they can't poo? What is that?
I don't know what it is.
We need more time. Stall her.
Don't go to that door.
It doesn't matter if I go or not. He'll come in. I told you that.
Listen, get out of that house. If you can't, go to the bathroom and lock yourself in. The police are on their way.
What do you mean?
We can't let anything happen to you, Megan.
How did you find out my
It
name?
doesn't matter what we call you, other than we can call you a friend. You are our friend, but in order to help you, Gotta help us, sweetie.
I just want it to be over.
I know you do.
10 minutes.
This is where you take that chance 4 years ago and you make a better decision. Now it's your chance to make your life what it could be instead of what it is. Now it's your chance to make sure you live your life. Your life. For you. Not Mama and not him on the other side of that door.
Let me in, Megs.
Please don't let him in. Go fight somewhere safe.
Damn it! What's wrong? There's snow on the way up. It's gonna be another 30 minutes before the cops get there.
What is she gonna do?
Do we tell Gabby?
No. I don't think we can.
Gotta do this for yourself, Megan. Please don't do anything you're gonna regret.
It has to be done.
Megs, listen. You need to open this door now. You know I'm not happy with you.
Don't go to that door.
You have to. It has to be done.
No, it doesn't. The police are almost there.
You haven't checked your phone yet, have you?
What?
There's no. The police aren't going to be here anytime soon.
You have me though, Megan. I'll be here.
So you can relive the pain? No. I'll make sure to hang up before he comes in.
I do something.
Can't, mija.
When I get through this door,
It'll be the last door he ever comes through.
It's murder.
If it's the taking of a life, he basically murdered me years ago.
Is that what you really want? To give that law to the power twice in your lifetime? Stand up by doing the right thing. Sometimes the right thing seems the hardest thing in the world to do. But if the right thing were easy, all of us would do it. But now it's your time to. Cindy!
what did I tell you about locking me out?
Cindy!
What makes you think you can get away with being such a...
Call the police!
I already did.
I'm not going to do it.
Oh my God.
I'm better than you.
Are you kidding me? When I found you, you were nothing. You were just a mama's girl. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start with you. All I know is that you were nothing when you see me across that room. You didn't wear makeup. You ratted hair. You were an afterthought, and I made you into something.
No, you made me into what you wanted. I wanted to be me, you did it.
Why did you want to be the loser you always were?
I hate you. I hate you.
Somehow the cops got here. They're 2 minutes late. Hold him, Sid!
You took everything from me. You took my life away from me.
What is that? You didn't think about shooting me, did you?
Oh my God! Run, Cindy!
Like I told you, if you and I can't be together, there won't be a you or an I.
Oh my God.
They have a couple more questions for you. I'll be there in a few minutes. Are you okay? No. There was nothing more we could do, Gabby. You don't know that. Neither do you. Look, I could have done more. It's thoughts like that that'll keep you from living the rest of your life. Maybe if I'd read your story fully. Don't give me that, Gabby. My story had nothing to do with this. And even if you had put 2 and 2 together, there was nothing more we could do. You don't know that.
We just have to take what we're given and do the best that we can with it.
And why doesn't it feel like enough?
Maybe because it's not, but it's all that we have. I'll see you downstairs.
I read your story.
Really? And?
Not too bad.
Maybe you can let me go on with it after this all goes off.
Maybe.
I'm sure she told you, but they have some questions for you downstairs.
Yeah, I was just arranging my things so I can pick them up in a few days.
That won't do.
Oh, come on. I know you want to move your stuff in after you take over, but after tonight, I don't think I could just move my stuff.
I'm not moving my stuff, and you're not moving either.
What?
I doubt that you'd remember, but before all this stuff went down, I disappeared for a bit and called Aunt Anna.
No, I don't remember.
I told her what was going on and what she'd be doing by firing you.
I bet she locked you off the phone.
The first time, yeah, she did. But like her, I'm persistent. And I called her back and told her to listen to tonight's broadcast. And if she still wanted to fire you, then I will take over.
Heck of a night to be a first-time listener.
Yeah, but she was amazed at the person who ran this station under the toughest situation. Look, the higher-ups just want people to push the agenda, gather a few sponsors so you can pay for yourself, and that's it. The feed lit up tonight, more than any time in this university's history, lit up with stories of what people had going through, and how this was helping.
Well, I'm glad for the PR push.
It was more than just PR. It was what a university is all about. Educating the student body to make them a more informed, active member of the community. She doesn't want you back as a station manager.
But I thought you said...
She wants you back as part of the faculty. After graduation, to oversee all new related, like the radio station.
She's keeping the station?
If it weren't for the station, people's eyes wouldn't be open as they are now. Yeah, she's keeping it.
Thank you.
I didn't do a thing. All I did was shadow a great person.
If there's any way I can repay you?
I know this might sound weird.
After tonight, nothing sounds weird.
Can you maybe pass my number over to Rufus? Just whenever.
I will. Don't you wanna...
He strikes me as a shy type. I don't want to scare him away.
I guess not.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Hey, Darlene, you forgot to give me your number. Sid. I thought you were... they didn't tell any of us anything. They said it was under investigation.
He came in, and all this time, I wanted to kill him for everything he did to me. And he was standing right there, and I just couldn't.
You wouldn't do it. There's a difference.
We were struggling for the gun, and I just wanted it to be over.
It's over. It's finally over.
Because we need someone in the monkey suit.
There are other people in the studio that are monkey-like. I mean, Rufus over here always smells like bananas and farts.
Just get in the suit, please.
Whoa! A real-life gorilla suit.
Yeah, bro.
It's like a hamburger costume.
It is the hamburger hut costume.
Bro, I gotta put this on and get it stuff with it.
Go ahead, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Next semester, I'm taking bowling. They don't make you dress up like a monkey to bowl.
Okay, hot, set, quiet, please.
In 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Montero Gutierrez, and on tonight's Art Bombs, we have a special guest who just had an article published in this month's Orstown Reader, Madison Ortiz. Welcome to Life Bombs. Good to be here. So, Madison, you wrote an article about campus assault. Why do I care?
Assaults like this don't just happen in back alleys on dark nights. They happen in your dorm room, your car, places you've never been, and places you've only known. And it happens way more than you and I care to think about. It happens to your girlfriends, your sisters, your nieces, and yes, even to men. We live in a world where this is the norm, but it doesn't have to be that way. Out there are people, people with stories, brave stories to tell, stories of survival, of pain, of realization. Scars, while that they last a lifetime, they are a reminder that our lives will move on for the better. I know of 2 such people. They have been through this journey and made it out on the other side. They are the survivors of the story. But out there are so many more people like them. So as we finish this broadcast tonight, if you can take a moment to tweet out the 2 words, I survived, to let anybody out there know without a friend or support, to let them know that you care for them and that you support them. No questions, no judgment, just love and support.
For Life Bombs, we'll be right back.